My name is Anthony Stoneking, and alongside Daniel Musa and Jesse Zhao, we have created a PowerPoint explaining who Confucius was. Confucius is one of the most important figures in Chinese history. His life starts out in Lu, a part of eastern China. He was not born a noble or wealthy. He was born into a lower class family. His father was a warrior. However, he had grown old in his years. He had Confucius at a very late age, prompting him to die very early on in his life, leaving just his mother to take care of him. He eventually came to work for the government as a minister of crime. He was not embarrassed or scornful towards his background. In fact, he was quite happy with it. He could not enter governmental work as easily as others could, and so he had to master a number of skills to strengthen him for governmental work. During his years as a minister of crime, he was quite effective in his work. However, he was disgusted by the government's family's actions and decided to leave and self-exile him from his job and home. During his journeys, he wrote his learnings down into Analects, which he had 20 of. Inside were many aphorisms, short sayings by Confucius with deeper meaning than just words. Here are a few examples of aphorisms that we are going to explain.
Aphorism 1. Before you embark on a journey of revenge, dig 2 graves. This is a more famous aphorism, and do not let the short length deceive you. Revenge is a two-way street. There will be consequences for both parties. You will not only hurt the person you are exacting your revenge on, but yourself as well. Hence the 2 graves, but as one of the graves is for your victim, and the other is for you. This can be seen in real life. If you were trying to get revenge on a classmate for ratting you out on something, there may be consequences waiting for you once you have done your revenge, such as you getting in trouble after doing your revenge. Aphorism 2. Give a bowl of rice to a man, and you will feed him for a day. Teach him how to grow his own rice, and you will save his life. This aphorism may look familiar because of another saying. Give a man a fish, and you will feed him for a day. Teach a man a fish, and you feed him for life. Both sayings here hold true. Instead of giving someone an item or knowledge, teach them how to obtain that item or knowledge, and they will be more successful later on. A real-life situation that can be seen here is when dealing with homework or a problem. Let's say you need help on a math homework question, and you cannot figure out the answer. Instead of just flat-out handing you the answer, it would be more beneficial for you if the person taught you how to get the answer, so that in the future you can solve the problems yourself and not rely on others to hand you answers all the time.
Aphorism 3. The gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. Nothing comes into this world perfect. It has to be made perfect. Let's look at the first part. As previously stated, a gem cannot be polished without friction, an action that takes hard work and time. This is also applied to a person, as a person cannot be perfect without going through life's challenges and gaining knowledge from these. This can be seen from many aspects in life. For example, athletes. An athlete is not born being able to run fast or being able to lift heavy weights. They must work for these achievements. Aphorism 4. In a country well governed, poverty is something to be ashamed of. In a country badly governed, wealth is something to be ashamed of. A well-governed country should have minimal amounts of poverty, as the country has many opportunities and such to make sure that poverty is not a large problem, which would provide an even economy between all members of society. A poorly governed country would have much poverty, so having wealth would be a huge sign of economic inequality.
But why? Why are aphorisms important? Do they apply to our society? They teach valuable lessons, many of which, as you have seen, can still be applied to modern life, despite being much older than many things that we use today. They are also a legacy that has been left behind, a piece of history that is able to teach between right and wrong, and able to give life advice that can be applied to everyone.
Thank you.